Halala DA, halala. Halala, the leader of the Democratic Alliance, John Steenhuisen, halala. Halala, refuel Nt'sekhe, halala. Halala, refuel Nt'sekhe, halala. Halala, Ntate Ivan, halala. Halala, batho ba Ekurhuleni, halala. Democrats ke le dumedisa, good morning, goeiemôre. I want to greet, you know, in politics you must observe protocol. I want to greet the political leaders that are here. I see members of parliament. I see Nt'sekhe Mona. I see Matt Mola. I see, I nearly called you by that other name, but I'm not going to. I see my mishmash. I see my mishmash. I see councillors that are here. I see incoming councillors that are here. But I see the most important people. I see the activists. I see the most important people, the activists. But I also see people that makes my heart bleed. These people that are sitting here. These people make my heart bleed because I'm thinking, what kind of city, what kind of province, what kind of country, what kind of continent will I one day live for them? That's why my heart bleeds. Yesterday, I was in Tukom's Res. And when we got to Tukom's Res, Jack took us to the stadium there. And we looked at the stadium, or what is supposed to be a stadium. This is better than what that is. So what you're seeing on the ground is better than what that stadium is supposed to be. And I was asking myself, who feel? How much can people really take before they say enough is enough? Millions of rands are stolen and are supposedly spent on stadiums, but you don't have anything to show for it. And I was contrasting it. 2 weeks ago in Tshwane, we were opening a brand new stadium that was built on time, within the right amount of money, and was built with the right quality equipment. It's now regarded as one of the best when it comes to cycling, when it comes to running, because not only did we use great material, we use world-class material that even when the world wants to go and compete, they can go and compete there. I'm not saying it. Casper Semenya was there just last week looking at that infrastructure. Not only that, you go to the Western Cape. We went and built a stadium. And built a stadium that had toilets, that had lights, that had an irrigation system, and a great greenery where soccer could be played. In the Eastern Cape on the other end. They go and open up another soccer field. This tent is better than that soccer field. But money is spent. Last week I was just here. There's a place called Pumulo. 70 million rand was spent. They say they built a power station. They left bricks from the wall, from the floor up to the, from the ground up to there. 70 million rand gone. Not even a single wire is there. 70 million rand spent. But the people of Ekurhuleni are without electricity almost every day. Right? We're not ending there. We just launched in Tshwane the next phase of the BRT system, where we're now going into the township to say, no, we want you to jump into this bus from the township, go to mainland, go to Mamelodi, go, you know, into the CBD so that you can go and find work as a young person. Here in Ekurhuleni, you have a BRT that you don't know whether it's a BRT or it's a storage for old construction material. And the buses are just running not more than even 2 kilometers. I was saying to John Steinhazen yesterday, the reason why the DA leaders can walk around and members of parliament and portfolio holders and ministers can walk around without bodyguards is that we don't steal people's money, so we don't have enemies. We don't have enemies because we don't steal people's money. But I want to say something to you, and it might sound controversial, but for Nt'sekhe, I don't care. Let me say this to you. Do you know who hates poor people, who hate colored people, who hate black people? The ANC. There's no party that hates poor people and colored people and black people like that other organization. If they didn't, they wouldn't be stealing this much. They wouldn't be stealing. Hey, let me tell you, corruption doesn't steal from the rich. Corruption doesn't steal from the rich. A rich man, when they don't have electricity, they go and switch on the generator and then life goes on. A rich man, when they are sitting in an area that they're not feeling safe, they go and employ private security, life goes on. A rich man, when they are having health issues, they don't go and stand in queues from 3 o'clock in the morning at a clinic to be told later on that there's no medication there. They go to a private doctor, get sorted. 15 minutes later, they're back home. Maar Jay. You go and stand, you take Magogo, you go and stand, grandmama's go and stand to go get her medication from 3 o'clock in the morning. And then by the time it's her time to go in and be checked, they are told, no, the medication is not here, come next week. And sometimes she has to get onto 2 or 3 taxis to get there. Right? Let me tell you, it's not me. Go and look at what the Department of Health is saying about where we govern. Not me, not the DA spreading its own propaganda. They're saying where we govern, people are most likely to walk to a clinic or to a hospital because we make sure that they are there. It's not me. Go and ask. The Department of Education is saying even when kids go to areas where the DA is in government at a provincial level, we are able to make sure that kids get food. We are able to make sure that kids get the basics that they need. It's not us who's saying it. But it's not only us who is saying it. The Department of Social Development say where people are poor, the DA is 2 times more likely to give them better services than that other organization. It's not me. Go look at these things. And there's a party here that I'm hearing is now making its ugly head appear here in Rege Park. And ele sê ele muni baeza. Hes ele wat baeza. Des hele wat baeza. Ele baeza want ele gee die regering na die ANC toe. They're giving the power back to the other organization that I don't even want to mention by name anymore.
They're selling the votes to the ANC also.
Hele baeza. En hele wel he dat jy baeza ook. They go and want to weaken, they want to weaken the opposition. Let me tell you, a weakened opposition is a win by that other party of thieves. That other party of thieves will continue to win when the opposition is weakened. And there's only one party that has the track record, that has the ability, that has the numbers to take on that other corrupt party. Right now they have a mayoral candidate, one mayoral candidate across all municipalities in South Africa. Cyril Ramaphosa is the mayoral candidate, nobody else. We were proud to say, here are men and women of caliber that we are putting in front of you, people of South Africa. We have been able to say, here's men and women across the wards. There's no municipality that we haven't put a candidate in. Because we are serious about government. Ons baezani. We don't choose just a few wards and say we are going to then negotiate, because then we're not negotiating to get services to the people. We're negotiating to get my buddies into positions. But if you are contesting each and every space, you are doing that because you understand when you win, you have a mandate to deliver. So I want to say to you, The choice is very clear. I don't care about these small anyana ones. I don't care about them. There's a crocodile in the water. I need new shoes. I need that leather. I need to kill it. I need to get it out of the water and kill it, because it's been killing jobs. It's been killing opportunities for our young people. Our young people are on the streets now smoking drugs on a daily basis because of that crocodile that is in the water. I was sitting in Reike Park. I was watching young people smoking, and I stopped and I said, "But what maak julle?" And one of them says, Malume, weet jy wat? Wat kan ons maak? Our hall is closed. Our swimming pool is closed. Our stadium is closed. Wat kan ons maak? And that's why I'm saying the organization that hates poor people is that other one. It hates poor people. If it didn't hate poor people, it wouldn't go and put a sign outside of JD Mark's municipality, one of the worst performing municipality, and put a sign and says, "This is the best municipality." Sis, man. What do you take people for? What do you take that generation for? What do you take them for? You go. If you drive out of here, there's a municipality just next to you. Call Ekurhuleni. Ekurhuleni. A municipality that has its own account, bank account taken by another entity of government because they cannot run their own affairs. And then you have Lebaha Maile, who has the audacity to come and put administrators in Tshwane and steal in Tshwane. They can't help themselves. They can't help. That's how bad they are. But I'm here to tell you, come the first, when you sit in front of that ballot paper, there's only two choices that you have. Some of the same or new. Some of the same or new. Some of the same, stealing of opportunities, companies closing down. Go to Kempton Park. Go to Kempton Park. Go to Alberton. Go to, what's the other one? The big industrial area that you have again? L Road. Go to L Road. See how many companies are closing down every day. And you hear people, "Oh, the dear racist, the dear racist." Those that are killing jobs, we should be questioning them. Because when a company closes, it's not the owner of the company alone that suffers. There's families that are supported by the employees that are in that business. And when we stand and fight for them, "Oh, you're fighting for capital." Nonsense. We're fighting for capital because we understand that when capital works, then everything else works. We're fighting for capital because we understand when capital works, people find employment. When people find employment, they're able to pay taxes. When people are able to pay taxes, we are able to then procure more government service and give those that cannot help themselves and give them free services. If you don't understand that, you don't understand the basics of government. If you cannot get that right, you don't understand the basics of government. I say my heart bleeds when I see young, capable, and able people standing in queues to go and get 350, which doesn't even get you far. You go and stand the whole day to get 350, which you're not able to do much. I'm not downplaying that the 350 is assisting in certain spaces. I'm not playing that. I'm not downplaying it. But I'm saying I would rather have young people stand in queues to get scholarships, to get learnerships, to get employment. That's what we need young people to stand on queues for. The mayoral candidate of all municipalities goes and brags and says, "Oh, we've got Ford that came and invested." Kak, man. Let's tell you how Ford get to invest. In 2016, Ford approached us and said, look, we have been fighting a losing battle. We have been sitting here in Tshwane. We want to compete with other Fords across the world, but we cannot compete with them because our premises are small, because we need roads that are able to then get in and out of our facilities here. And we said, if we are willing to make the commitment, then you need to make a commitment to invest. They said, yes. We went. If you drive on Simon Formouten, go and look at those roads. We've widened the roads. We've given them space behind the factory. They've built a bigger factory. After that, they said, here's $4 billion US. We are investing in here. They employed 4,000 more young people, people that are capable. That's the DA difference. That is the DA difference. When we have companies that say, we wanted to come and invest in Ekurhuleni, but we have been asked for envelopes. We've been asked for envelopes before we come and put up anything. When you have companies that are saying, but Ekurhuleni is not able to provide electricity, we're going to go somewhere else. What is going to happen to the future of those? Because if we're not going to break the cycle of poverty, they will sit with the same problems or worse down the line. You know, this organization, they will tell you about what apartheid did, but will never tell you what they are doing to break the legacy of apartheid. They will never tell you this is how we are able to move people out of poverty into spaces where they're able to live a dignified life. Because for them, the currency that they use is to remind people of where they come from, but not tell people where they're going. The DA says we acknowledge where we're coming from. There's not much that we can do about where we're coming from. We are here now. This is where we are going. So the choice is very clear. The choice is you are going to vote for a party that you are going to vote for today, and I guarantee you next week you are going to be toy-toying again on the street. Or you're going to vote for a party that will come and tell you this is the 100-day plan. This is what we are going to do. And be honest with the people and say, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, this which we cannot do, this is when we will make sure that it gets to be done. I'm not talking about these other smaller parties. They're not even going to matter. They're not even going to matter because all they care about is to make sure that, you know, the little 2 or 3 of them fight to get to be who's going to be MMC and all of that. We're not interested in that. We're interested in getting Refilwe elected so that when Refilwe gets elected, we can put MMCs that are capable, and once we are doing that, we get councillors that are capable, then we send them to communities to say, go get the real IDP and make sure that you implement the IDP for the people. The choice is going to be very clear. The choice is going to be that you're going to vote for a party that when they steal from you, when you raise your voice, they say, but it's apartheid. Or you're going to say, I'm voting for a party that is going to make sure that you have dignified living spaces. Come to Tshwane, there's a place that we just opened. I'm sorry that I'm keep referring because they keep saying to us, no, you keep complaining. We're not complaining. Here I am. I'm giving you the comparison. I'm giving you the facts so that you're able to compare the two. Go, there's a place called, the Newtown Lands, where Marabastad is. We are now, just last week we were launching 1,200 units. 2 and 3 bedroom units that we are giving people. 1,200 of those. In the CBD, not outside, in the CBD. In the CBD. We're not even perpetuating what apartheid did by saying rich people live here, you know, black people live there, colored people. No. We are saying right here in the CBD. We have done that. 1,200 families that we have now started allocating. We are now finishing another one in Sunnyside. We're finishing another one in Chantel. By the time we are finished with those products, with those projects, 8,000 families will have houses. And I'm not talking about just, you know, a shell of an RDP that is going to crack and then you can see the outside from inside. I'm talking about a properly built unit that has tiles inside, that has wardrobes inside, that has a sink inside. That is the difference that we bring. They're saying, no, the DA is always complaining. Go to Mamelodi. When we got in, Mamelodi used to have, there's a place called Lusaka. Every other week there used to be fires there because it's an informal settlement. Last week the mayor was receiving and donating and giving the people of Mamelodi 5 brand new state-of-the-art trucks. Water fighting trucks. The firefighting trucks, sorry. Firefighting trucks that we are giving. We just finished building. And handed over a fire station in the area. In that area, we just finished doing that. In Brongospruit, we are now finalizing a clinic that we've just finished building. In Brongospruit, where the DA govern, we get things done. We talk about that. In Midval, I get they are saying, no, we're always complaining. Now I'm saying what we are doing. In Midval, we said, no, we need to make sure that we don't rely on Eskom. We don't rely on rainwater permanently. We are now finalizing plans to make sure that even if we go through load shedding in Midval, the people of Midval will not experience load shedding. If Eskom is not able to provide electricity, the people of Midval will continue to have electricity. If rainwater is not able to give water, the people of Midval, they are building reservoirs and storing more water than they need currently to ensure that when rainwater is not able to provide water, Midval can open up the taps and the people will continue to have water. That is the difference. Tell me, since 1994, where have a dam been built in South Africa? Do you know? No, nothing. They've never, not even one dam have they built. But these are people who will always remind you of where you're coming from. They're not able to change the situation so that where we're going from doesn't look like where we're coming from. All they know is to take what they inherited and making it worse for the people that are supposed to be benefiting. That's the choice that you're going to have. But I want to close right now. No, there's more people that are coming to speak. I can go on forever. I can go on. But I'm saying the choices are very, very clear. Don't worry about the smaller parties. They're not going to get the job done. They're not, if you want to see that they're not interested in getting the job done, go and look where they even put their posters. You'll find that in this ward they want to contest, but in this ward they don't want to contest because I only represent people who look like me, who speak like me, who are supposedly think like me. But we as a Democratic Alliance, it says, diverse as we are, we're able to bring everybody across. And we're able to then say the rich can live side by side with the poor. Women can live side by side with men. We can make sure that whether you are gay, you are straight, you are this, you can live in a community, you can live within a government that takes care of you. That's the difference. That is the difference. There's another one that says, no, only Christians. Only. But we're living in a country that has Muslim people, that have people that believe in African traditional ways of doing things. There are people who believe, yes, in Christianity and so on. So I cannot be a government for this religion and that religion. I cannot be a government of black people and white or for these people. Because it starts there. It starts by me saying, no, blacks this side, whites this side. Tomorrow, it's if you are Christian this side, if you are Muslim that side. Tomorrow, it's if you are straight this side, if you are gay this side. Where does it end? It ends with you now being torn apart as an individual. So you have a choice. Come the 1st of November. The choice is that you're going to get a government that works, on the 3rd, on the 4th of November, or you are going to guaranteed have some of the same and worse when you return Masina, that court man, into that office. And they're already setting themselves out for more tuk-tuks. I don't know if you know the story of the tuk-tuks. They're already setting themselves for tuk-tuks. They're already setting themselves to steal more, to line their pockets more. You have the choice. But I know the people that are in this are already making their choice. Ek stem vir jou, los my uitgaan nie werk nie. Julle moet uitgaan, julle moet met ander mense praat. You need to talk to other people. Le tlamehile go bua le batho ba bang. It cannot be that you voting and o shile batho ka mo ntlong. Let me tell you, the last by-election we had, Gauteng, we won that by-election ko Ward 3. Got 3 votes. 3 votes. So, please, make sure that you use this week to talk to people who must talk to other people, who must talk to other people. And come election, everybody must come out and vote for the Democratic Alliance. Because we want to close that lid of that pot and make sure that we cook so that we can give everybody a plate, not just the connected few, not mahodu. Yes. So I want you to join me as we go out and campaign this week. I want you to join me as we go and say to Bontate Mogolo, the OPAs and the OMAs, ele khani yo RDP is fatni, ele khani yo pension fatni, ele kani. They cannot do that because that's what they do, lying to people. I want you to say to them, even if they bring t-shirts, even if, hey, take those t-shirts and then use them to dust the furniture at home. Even if they bring groceries, take those groceries, it's bought out of your money anyway. And then come the first, vote for a party that is going to bring change. Amandla! Amandla! Pambili tie, pambili! Pambili tie, pambili! Thank you very much.